and welcome. I often think about the miracle of this body, the ingenious way we are put together, our nails placed at the end of the fingers, arms long enough so that I can reach back and scratch my spine. How wonderful. These circular bones protect our eyes. We have not only one, but two places to breathe from, the nose and the mouth. This bony block of the mid-chest or thoracic cavity provides great stability and safety for the heart and for the lungs, but little freedom for backbending. Backward movements are structurally impeded by this bony thoracic spine and aided in the lumbar spine. Unfortunately, it's all too easy to overload and stress the lower back, allowing this stiff thoracic area to become even stiffer. Good technique in backward bends asks you and myself to heighten our awareness of the thorax and not overbend in the lower back. We all do a great deal of sitting, and sitting compresses the spine. Backward bends can be extremely beneficial. They are energizing, they strengthen the back, and that is today's class. And before we start, I'd like it if you had a belt and two large-size books. And if you have to run and get them, don't worry about them. I'll show you how to make do without it. Will you stand with me for some dynamic movement? All right, standing up, comfortable in the room. I hope you've taken the phone off of the hook, close the door, because this really is our time together as we begin the dynamic movement and breath in a wood chopper. So just stand with your feet very comfortably apart. And your hands are clasped together, and raise both arms above your head. And as you do, you breathe in through the nose, and as you come forward, you'll breathe out through the mouth. So you exhale and blow the air out like you were blowing out a birthday candle. Inhale, lift the arms, breath in through the nose, lift, ribs up, exhaling. And again, inhaling up, exhaling. As I come forward, my knees are bent, so inhale, lift up. And again, squeeze the knees, coming forward. Again, inhaling, coming up. Lift the ribs up, exhale as you come forward. And just place the hands on your ankles, keep the back rounded, knees are soft, and just slowly slip the hands up the shin bones and just come onto the knees for a moment. And let's lengthen the back and round the back. As I push in with my hands, I get some nice leverage going. As I exhale, I round the back. This is the thoracic cavity now, this thoracic vertebra in the mid part of my back. And I lengthen the back and round, exhaling. Pushing on your knees, inhaling, lengthening it. Exhale, rounding off. And inhale and lengthen. Good. Exhale, round and lengthen. Last time, rounding and then coming up into a standing position. And let's do just some warming up side to side. Yes, these are typical warm-ups, but even standing, I'm trying to get us into the habit of tilting the pelvis, getting the weight out of this very flexible lower back. So as you're standing, this is Tadasana, but it is a standing position. Root your feet. Let's breathe in and out of them for a moment, breathing in and breathing out. This is just the imagination, but it really does get you into the present moment and feeling the feet rooted to the earth. Breastbone is lifted. You feel this great space above you, this tremendous spaciousness around it, and you in its center. Fine. Now a little side to side and arcing movement. Let's just place the palms of the hands together, entwining the lower three fingers, and the pointing finger, I always get this confused, the pointing finger and the thumb are pressed together. The heels of the hands are pressed together. And straighten your arms. Raise the arms above your head. And gently pull them behind your ears if it's comfortable. Not yanking. Just pulling them if it's comfortable. Straighten them. Tuck the pelvis under, that pelvic bowl. Just roll it gently towards the chin. Create space in your lower back, and then you pull the ribs out of the waist. You're breathing, of course. You're going to breathe in, stretch up, just like an arrow pointing itself and stretching and flying through the air. And let's stretch now to your right. First to your right, back to center. Relax the elbows, straighten them again, and then to the left. Check the heels of your hands. Try to keep them together. It gives you a deeper stretch. Back to your center. One more time. Breath in. Lift the ribs out of the digestion and exhale to the right. Lean slightly forward. It will get you out of the lower back. Back to center. Relax the shoulders. Again, breath in, grow. And exhaling. Back down to the left. Not so far. It's not how far you go down. Back to center one more time. Relax your elbows. Now you're going to send the arrow into the air above your head again. Stretch the arms. You're breathing. Good. Grand. And then release. Lowering the arms down. Just do a little of shaking of the arms. Sound. Can you make a sound? All right. And into your shoulders. One shoulder and one arm. Just like you were shaking water off the arm, and then to the other side. This relaxes those big muscles you were just using. And we'll do chest expander. And if you have a belt, I'd like you just to use the belt. If you don't worry about it. It's fine. I just bring the belt behind me. Your hands or your fingernails are facing the buttock muscle. And they're wide so you don't stress your elbows. As you straighten the arms, either clasp your hands together or using the belt or a dish towel, raise the arms back behind you. Take a breath in, breathing in, lift the chin. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now just gently bring the chin to the throat. And then relax your arms. Standing tall once again. Wonderful weight. When you open your chest like that, you open the thorax area, you are giving yourself energy. All right, let's come onto the floor. And we might use this belt later. Don't worry if you don't have it, though. All right? Just clasp your hands if you don't have it. Old friends, cat pose, cat warm-up. Really wonderful for the back, but wonderful for opening the chest and closing the chest. And this is how we work with the stiff areas of our body. Slowly, gently. So table poses first. The knees slightly behind your hips. Hands maybe a little wider than your shoulders. Round your back like a cat and exhale, chin to the throat. Inhaling, tailbone up to the ceiling is an old friend, I'm sure. Exhaling, rounding the back. Inhaling, tailbone up. Fine. Last time as you exhale, you're pulling your navel right up into the spine. Gentle pushing into the hands, but not stressing the wrists. And then back to your table pose, going right into threading the needle. Lifting, this is my right hand, so if you will, just lift your right arm out to the side, up to the ceiling, and look up to the ceiling so you see your thumb. That's on your in-breath. Exhale, diving down. Put your right shoulder to your mat, right cheekbone to the mat, and sink into your cheek, into the shoulder. And just enjoy how good it feels. Sink heavily, relaxing, breathing comfortably. And then back. We'll do that now on the opposite side. All right, this is my left arm, lifting the left arm out to the side. Smoothly up to the ceiling, breathing in, pause. Exhaling, lowering the arm down. You thread the needle with that arm. Left shoulder, left cheek, and sink. And just sinking down heavily, just letting those little connections of your shoulders stretch. The part of us that gets quite tight when we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. And then coming back to center. All right, just sit on your knees for a moment, or sit whichever way is comfortable for you, and we're going to do a lunge pose. And this is a lunge pose. It's a really wonderful example of, in yoga, especially how there are two different stretches often happening at once. And in those two different stretches, we create the space in the lower back. And this is why a lot of the yoga postures are very safe if done correctly. Now, I am going to use two books here. I can show you, if you don't have a book, first of all, how to do it without a book. So let's come onto your knees for lunge posture. All right, come onto the knees for lunge. And we'll do the left foot forward. All right, stretching the left foot forward. And the right knee is back, just slightly back of, notice how I bring my right leg back. I just inch it back. And it will be very comfortable in this whole quadricep and this hinge of my thigh. Place both hands on your knee, on that bent knee. Now the object here is to press down on my knee and lift my whole energy upwards as I'm going down. But I'm lifting up, and I'm really staying out of my low back. All right, now if you have a book, just place the book alongside you, placing the book just beneath your hands, as I'm doing now, staying in that lunge pose. And I'm going to press down on my book and lift up. As the groin opens, as the thigh stretches, it's very freeing. You can get a wonderful feeling of freedom as you lift the breastbone, shoulders back, and I'm taking a lot of weight on my hands. Breathing and going down even more. Taking a lot of the weight in my hand, a lot of the weight. And then release. Now I'd like to do that on the opposite side, so shift the weight of the books or just move them along. And now follow along with me. Come onto your feet for a moment, toes facing straight ahead, hold onto your ankles, and just relax for a moment. Just relax your back. Ease the knees. Now exhale, open the back of the knees. Inhaling, bend the knees slightly. Exhaling, open the back of the knees. Just a sweet discomfort. And last time, you will just bend them. Exhaling, stretching, but not to locking the knee. And now walk yourself around to the opposite side. Lunge now. This is my right foot forward. And if you do not have your book, that's fine. Put the hands on that bent knee. That's the forward knee. Do keep the knee over your ankle. And then going down. And then pulling back slightly. And going down. Keep the energy moving upwards as you go down. And back. Now, if you do have the books, they're very helpful. And you can remember and practice this on your own. Place the books so that they're tall. These are about almost 12 inches, maybe 8 inches. And I'm going to go down. I'll really feel this very strongly but comfortably in my thigh, and I'm lifting out of my back. I'm breathing. I lift the breastbone and continue going down. Do be sure that that knee stays over your ankle. This knee, that's my right knee, over the ankle. Keep going, keep lifting as you're going down. All right, and then release. We'll go in the, I'm just going to go back to where I do one more counter pose. Get these little books out of the way. Come onto the feet again. Hold on to your ankles. And just pause here. Place your right hand in front of you. Left hand on top of right hand. Here's a good point. If this is uncomfortable, put the hand on a book. See, this just elevates it enough that it won't stress the hamstrings. And inhale, lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Left arm up. Pause. Exhale down. Use two books if you'd like. Inhale, right arm up. Out to the side first. And then up. This is a lovely twist, soothing for the lower back. And then down. Fine, let's bring your heels together, heels, toes, and heels and toes. And one more little way to use the book is, for my body, I am so tight in the back of my heels. So sitting on a book like this, I can squat with so much ease. And then just sit, palms of the hands together. I'm wonderful doing it with a book underneath me, but it's quite hard. If I take that book away, I will roll over. All right, and then release. Come out of the position. You know, books are really props. Books, belts, they're really props. Eventually, you take the books away and you depend upon yourself, but they're very helpful in the beginning. Cobra pose. Another excellent posture for asking this thoracic area, which is so easily bent forward. Life pulls us forward. Gravity pulls us forward. The back gets rounder and rounder. Cobra is really the answer to that. It asks you to arc back. So we'll take some of those ideas of arcing back, trying to stay out of the lower back, and yet it's very important for our body. Lie down on your stomach, on your abdomen, and we'll do a cobra pose. And if you have your belt, fine. If you don't worry about it. Place your hands beneath your shoulders. We've done cobra pose before. I think it should be done every day as far as our daily dozen is concerned. I always do cobra pose. My feet are hip-width apart. I look down, pull the shoulders down from my ears. Here's as an important little building block is to scoop the pelvis towards the chin, create space in your lower back. Then to arc back, you inhale slowly. It's not how high you can go up. You pause and exhale down. Again, scoop. And inhaling, lifting. You can do an inhale or an exhale as you lift, exhaling out. I inhaled that time. Try it yourself and experiment with it a little bit. This time again, I'm going to inhale up. Exhale down. It's not how high you go up. If you have a belt, reach down, clasp a hold of it behind you as you did when you were standing up. Fingernails towards the buttock area. Straighten your arms, and you're going to pull the hands towards the heels. This will lift you up. Increase the blade squeeze. Now let's inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, relax elbows. Again, inhale, lift, and stretch the hands towards your heels. Long neck, pull it out of the shoulders, and then release. Make a pillow out of your hands, and just relax. Let the whole body relax in this position. Breathing in, and let the whole body, the pelvis area, just melt. Remember, relaxation's a feeling, so you take a 10-second vacation. Now we'll do a locust salute. And the locust salute, again, is strengthening for both sides of the back. The muscles on either side of the back. It's very balancing posture. So you will start by making a pillow out of the hands. And I'm going to ask you to inhale. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Lift the head up. Stretch the left arm out to the side. Straight out in front of you. Salute, not as high, not try to pushing too high. Stretch out again. Salute again. And place your head in a pillow, making a pillow out of your hands. And we'll do the other side. Stretch the left leg way back. Create space in your low back. And now lift the head. Stretch your right arm out to the side. And stretch it out in front of you like a swimmer. That's it. Then you salute. The leg is still up. And extend out. And salute. And then relax. Making a pillow out of your hands again. Breathing in. And out. And possibly one of the most associated poses with all of yoga is our bow pose. And our side bow is very opening. You're on your abdomen, and just watch your screen if this is the first time, because I really want you to go slowly. This is my right arm. I'm going to turn. Right arm goes out to the side. I will then turn left. And let this little hinge of my shoulder stretch gradually. I'm quite close to my body. My palm is down. And I hold there for a moment and lift the left arm up. A side bow would be to bend the left knee, and with my hand, that's the left hand, find your left ankle. And just keeping your balance, opening the chest, breathing comfortably, and release, and opening, and release. And then we'll try this from the opposite side. Yes, I know that is not easy, in the beginning especially. You might want to admit, just do the first part of letting the arm drift back like a piece of wood in the rushing river. And just let this little hinge open slowly. And then when that feels good, you don't want to rest on that. You want to let it go back and the breastbone go forward. When you're ready, raise the arm up, sort of like a bowsprit, and you can open the arms, opening the chest. And the next step then is to find the ankle, keeping your balance. If this is a struggle, please don't do it. Just go back to the level one and practice, and hopefully you will playing and air this tape lots of times, breathing and exhaling out. And after that deep back muscle work, let's do a counter pose by releasing the legs and stretching one arm out in front of you and just continue rolling right over onto your back. And bring the knees into the chest. This is like a forward bend, just bringing the knees into the chest. And here you relax the hamstrings and stretch those deep lower back muscles that have been working for you as you squeeze, hold and release. And pressing the thigh into your chest, let's lift the head up towards the knee. And now let's stretch the arms out to your side in a T position and just go from side to side. We'll massage those deep back muscles. And this time go very, very slowly. I'm going to go to my left first, very slowly. To the left. Keep the shoulders to the mat as you go down very slowly and turn to look over your right opposite shoulder. Breath in. Exhaling, both knees to the chest, and go down very slowly to the other side. Slowly, shoulders glued to the earth as you go down and down and down. And then back to center slowly. Fine, place the feet on the floor, hands on the knees. Lift the head and do a lazy lion. Open the mouth wide, the eyes wide, and stretch the hands. And then slowly come down, straightening the legs in relaxation pose. Lie down in the sponge pose. Your feet are well apart, arms away from the rib cage, palms turned up. And join your thumb and index finger lightly together. This signals to your nervous system it's time to relax. Pull the shoulders down from your ears and feel where the back of your head touches your surface. Relaxation is a feeling. Feel relaxation in each of the body parts. Close your eyes and go inward. Focus on your facial muscles. And inhale, hold the breath comfortably, and gently squeeze the facial muscles. Pull them center. Purse the mouth, the eyes. Now exhale, release. Feel how the muscles melt. Feel them melting. Focus on your arms. Inhale, and now make a fist. Tense the arm, the bicep, holding the breath comfortably. Exhale and release. Feel, experience your arms hollow. Hands like an empty glove. Now focus on the hips and the buttock muscles. Take a breath in comfortably. Squeeze the muscles, but do not squeeze the jaw. Squeeze and pull the muscles center of your body. And then exhale and melt. Melt like a warm pat of butter. Feel the hips melting. Focus on your legs. Inhale and contract the thigh muscles. Push with the heels and stretch the toes open. Hold. Exhaling and release. Relax heavy legs. Steel bones and feel their heaviness. Relaxation is a feeling. Center yourself once again upon your even breath. Tuning into your own inner stillness. Spacious. No boundaries. And if you'd like to continue relaxing a little bit longer, do so, or turn over onto your side and come up to a seated position. Thank you for coming to class. Keep some of that contentment and that quietness as you go on into your busy day. Namaste.